Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? It's GTSH Productions. I have to be kind of quiet because I'm recording this at about 1 in the morning, but I am here with a different kind of video. We're gonna go ahead and take a look. We got 6 packages, I think 8 cars in total to look at that I've accumulated over the last couple weeks. The first thing I actually want to show is something I already opened about a week ago. It is it's a knockoff Grem. So for those of you that don't know, Grem is my favorite Cars character for some reason. I still have never really been able to figure out why he's my favorite. But this is he's like a knockoff. It's like a factory custom, I think is what they're called. No complaints from me. Obviously, I know the mouth isn't really colored well. It's supposed to be like white, but that's like such a nitpick. I really don't care. He looks fantastic. I have no complaints. So I think for a lot of like the rarer Cars 2 cars or just like cars I need replacements of, I'm probably going to go to the Chinese variants because I got this for like, I don't know, $7. Good deal. So I'm very happy with it. So no complaints from me from the Chinese variant. So I have no issue with that. So that's the first thing out of the way. And the reason I got him is because I also have Grebles. We're going to open him up in a minute. But I think we're going to start with probably the most basic one here. I've never had a diecast Sarge. I have this plastic version that came in like a playset back when Cars 2 was like the big thing on the market. You know, there were a ton of play sets. This is like, I think it's about 155 scale. It's maybe a little bit bigger, and it's made of plastic, and it's a little damaged here at the front. So this is like the only version of Sarge I've ever owned. So I'm super happy to now own a diecast version. So we're gonna go ahead and get this guy out of the package. Unfortunately, they don't come with names on the bottom anymore because I like to collect those, but it's okay. So taking a look here, Sarge looks really good. I'm really happy with him. He looks awesome. He's nice and he's pretty heavy, which is cool. I'm happy that he's on the heavier side because he's a bit of a tank. So, you know, he's a little big old Jeep, but he looks really nice. I'm super happy to finally have a Sarge. There's a lot of Radiator Springs Townies I either need new versions of, or I just never got the diecast versions. I've never owned a just regular version of Fillmore. At one point I never owned Sarge, but now I do. And I never owned a regular diecast Luigi and Guido. I have like the race fans for Luigi, Guido, and Fillmore, but I don't have the regular version. So they are definitely next on the list. I think next we're gonna go ahead and do Cruz Ramirez. This is like apparently like a different version that was only seen in Cars on the Road, which I just watched recently. It was enjoyable. It was a fun series. It wasn't anything, you know, too like mind blowing, but it was a fun time. I enjoyed it. It actually made me laugh a lot more than I thought it would. There were some good jokes in it, but you know, back of the package. I never showed the back of Sarge's package. I feel bad, but yeah, I'd never owned this version of Mater either. He's someone I'm really hauling to get, but I own this version of Doc. It's like slightly dirty version of the Hudson Hornet. I own this McQueen. He's actually right over here, and I own the Sally, and I own the King. I don't own this Fillmore, and I don't own this version of Ramon. So I want to get these 3. And back of this package, I'm not too concerned with all the Cars on the Road cars at the moment. Obviously, you got this Cruise here, but like all these, like, I mean, I'm not too concerned with getting them. I've seen this one in store a lot, but, you know. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get Cruz out of the package as well. There we go. There she is. She's like super gold. I don't remember her being this gold in the movie. I remember she was, you know, a little bit darker in the spin-off series, but I don't remember her being this dark in Cars 3. I want to say she was just more yellow, so I like it. It's a cool variant. I definitely want to get like the other versions. There's like 3 or 4 other main versions of Cruz. You have like just the regular Cruz with no spoiler, no numbers on it. I want to get that. I think she has the one with like a little headset, and then there's the Rusty's Cruz when she was racing. The one where she was wearing like the Jackson Storm livery, and then the regular Dynaco one. And then there's also like a one where they were at like the rally or the derby or wherever. So there's probably a version of her for that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead. Just as a little comparison. This is the Cars. This is a standard Cars 1 McQueen. I got it like 10 years ago. He's a little beat up, but we'll probably get a new version of him as well soon. Just to compare. So There's Cruz. I think next. Obviously we have Grebles here. This one I'm super excited about. I think we're gonna go with this double pack though. We have the Gaskets Racer, Sage Vanderspin, and Sputter Stop, one of the two. Murray Clutchburn. I already have Murray Clutchburn. I have him right here, but I didn't own Sage. Murray's in perfectly good condition, but you know, I guess I have a second one now. I'm not too upset about it, especially because I get all this other stuff with it, which I'm not upset about, and I'm happy to finally get this guy. So, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and take a look at these guys all together. Damn, that is a big package. That is a very big package. Okay. Okay, we have a lot to dissect here. There's the back of this. We'll take care of the numbers in a second. I got to remember to not forget those. So we'll start with just Murray Clutchburn. He feels different. I know they started making the cars in Thailand now instead of China. So yeah, this is very different. Wow. Totally different shade of green. The orange and the green are darker. I don't know. Maybe that's just because of, oh my God, the eyes are a different color too. Wow. That's strange. Okay. Yeah, the wheels are much higher up. He looks a lot more like Chick Hicks than this. Obviously, it's a similar body type, but like, wow, this is way different than I thought it'd be. Oh, it's like, I think it's shorter too. No, it's about the same length. Okay. I don't necessarily have a preference, honestly. Like, I'm not really that picky. A car is a car, and so long as it like looks okay, and this looks perfectly fine. My only complaint is I wish the tires were a bit lower. I like how low they are on this one, so I'm wanting to say I prefer this version, but I think they both still look good. Not quite sure why the eyes are different colors and the eyebrows look a little bit different, but, you know, someone that's more enlightened on this type of stuff can inform me, so I'm going to go ahead and put two of them right there. Looking at... We'll get to him in a minute. We have two cones, which is actually perfect. I could use those for Stan, actually, now that I think about it. Sorry, thing won't focus. So I have two cones. I can absolutely use these in Stan. I might put these just in the prop box I have. And then we have these two signs. Are these stickers, or are they just like little piece of paper? I have a Cars shelf, so I can put these guys on there. And, oh, this one actually did come with a name tag. Nice. Yeah, it's got the name tag right there. So did these guys back there. Perfect. I have a little jar for these. I'm just going to start collecting over time. So really happy about that. And finally, in this package, we have Sage Vanderspin, I think his name is. And he's the Gaskets Racer. I was doing some math, and there are more of this card shape than any others. But I think this is the fourth one I own. I only have one with me right now just to show. I have the Nitroid car. I forget his name. I think it's like Aiden or something, or Ted or something like that. But, you know, this is obviously, I want to say it's like the Thailand variant. I've had this guy for about 10 years. And he looks pretty good, you know, still in pretty decent condition. This one, like I feel like the tires are bigger. I feel like the tires are a little bigger on this one. He still looks good. I'm very happy. I want to compare him to I have the light green one. Darren, I think his name is Darren something. I almost said Darren Sproles, but that's a football player. Darren, whatever his name is, he's like light green. I want to say that car is also a Thailand variant, because before this, he was the only car I've gotten in the last 5 years, give or take. I have a couple Cars 3 ones. I have like a couple of the Cars 3 pre-next gen racers. Like I have the N2O Cola version, etc. So I have a couple of those and a couple others, but yeah. Ooh, who do I want to do next, actually? You know what? Let's get them out of the way. Let's get Grebles out of the package. So, again, same cars on the back, except they replaced one with Grebles himself. I might get that McQueen at some point, but other than that, I'm not too concerned with getting any of the cars on the back. I'm not like an avid get all of them collector, but you know, I'm happy to have Grebles just because, you know, he looks like Grem. And I have a conspiracy theory that this is Grem in disguise. Either he got out of jail and got clean, or he's just pretending and is plotting his revenge. You know me and my crazy headcanons. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get little Grebles out of the package here. It's just so nice to have another Gremlin character released again. We haven't had one since, you know, Grem with helmet and oh god, don't do that, Jesus. Grem with helmet and Toga and Stefan Gremsky, I think, way back when, like 2015. So this guy looks really cool. I'm going to compare him to all the other Gremlins I have, which is actually a solid number. I do not have the two Gremlins I just mentioned, Stefan Gremsky and Toga. But I do have, obviously, this knockoff Grem. He's the one I want to do the most comparisons of. His wheels, I don't know if it's just the design of the character, but his wheels are much higher up than Grem's. I don't know if that's a deliberate thing, or if they were to ever re-release Grem, for example, his wheels would also be like that. But his wheels are high. As you can see, he stands like much higher on the ground than Grem does. So that's Grem, and then I also have a relatively beat up J. Kirby Gremlin. I might get a new one of him at some point. He's not like a priority, but especially because he's rare, so I'd probably have to get the China knockoff version of him. And then we have Don Crumlin, who many people confuse with J. Kirby Gremlin, but I think Don is also kind of a rare. I feel like he's not as rare as like J. Kirby, because J. Kirby was only made for like a year, and then they released Don in like a playset, mistaking him for J. Kirby, and then they also released him a couple times in diecast form. So, yeah, Don is not. I feel like Don is more common than the regular Grem. I feel like, or at least you can find a Don for a better price. And then lastly, I do have Tyler. I'm very happy to have Tyler. I know he's a rare one now, and Fred is next on my list of characters I want the most. So, yeah, I'm very happy to have Tyler. So we're going to go ahead and put Grebles in the middle here. And then we're going to go ahead and take a look at the next-gen racers. We have Blinker, which is, I think it's a new sponsor. I don't remember seeing that in Cars 1. And then Fault Wheel Drive. I know there's a Cars 1 version of this, and he looks totally different. And I thought I saw him in a store recently, but I didn't pick him up because I wasn't into cars at the time. But we have Ryan Inside Laney and Herb Kerbler. Interesting names. But we're gonna go ahead and take a look at these guys. Oh god, that did not go well. Wow. Okay. That went about as well as I didn't think. Jeez. And we found an opening. Cool. I don't know when this was released, but like these ones are actually protected, but like Cruz and Sarge weren't, which is weird. So we'll take a look at the stickers and oh my god, I forgot to take the numbers out of or the flags out of the first pack we got. Ooh, that could have been bad. There we go. There's Sputter Stop, and here's Gaskets. There we go. Cool. Wow, I almost totally forgot about that, which could have been really bad. And oh, here's Herb, and then here's Ryan, I think his name is. There we go. Little Fault Wheel Drive paper thing. I'll find a home for all four of these, and any others they decide to do. I like those 2-packs. Like, they're a little pricey, but obviously that's a given all the accessories, including 2 more cones, which will come in perfect. These will be great for filming with the pack, because obviously, you know, the pack's going to be in Season 2. That's going to be perfect. So now I have 4 of those, which is awesome. The little nameplate things again, which I can put in a little jar I have. And obviously the little flags. And then we have the 2 racers. So these are, outside of Jackson Storm, these are the first next gens. Oh, he's got a little thing right there. It's okay. These are the first next gens I own. I am now on a mission to get all of them, which is going to be so much fun. Just so much fun. I can't wait. But so we got Ryan. I think this guy's name is Herb. So we got these guys. And looking at these guys and then looking at Jackson Storm. Jackson Storm's spoiler, for example, it's not like any of the other ones, but I would say he's definitely more like Herb than he is Ryan. But I think all three of these guys look awesome. I love the designs of the next gens, at least like shape-wise. A lot of the colors palettes aren't as cool and aren't as vibrant on a lot of these. Like I remember the green for four-wheel drive being a lot brighter, and this dark green is kind of selling me, or isn't really selling me. But you know, I still think they look really cool. I'm very happy with that. So yeah. Lastly, I found this on eBay for like $8, and I just had to get it. So my goal now is to collect all of the silver racers and then all of the other World Grand Prix versions. They have like the neon, which I don't think they made all of them for. They have the carnival racers. They have the winter ones, and they have the carbon fiber ones. And I want to say there's another one. And then they have the dirt track thing that's coming out soon. With I know they confirmed McQueen and Francesco, and I think they also confirmed. Obviously, Raul Sarul is the one that's hosting it, but we have Max Chanel with labeled as metallic finish, another nameplate that I can add to the collection. So we're going to go ahead and open this guy up. Opening up Cars 2 packaging is insanely nostalgic for me right now. That felt good. But, yeah, I'm super excited about this. This has been a long time coming. I've been wanting the silver racers for forever. And Max Chanel... Boy, let me tell you, he looks incredible. Eyebrows are different. Here, let me grab my Max Chanel, who I need a replacement of because his windows came off. But I can find a Max pretty easily. I feel like I can find most of the WGP racers relatively easily. But his eyebrow expression is slightly different. The mouth is the same. The eyes are relatively the same. But this like eyebrow is like raised a little bit. I guess if that's what you want to call it. But yeah, the silver racers look really good. Like, I've seen all of them. I would say I don't think they made Rip. I want to say there's, like, only a prototype of him. I have the gold Rip, which I know is really rare now, and I'm really happy to have him. But I know they didn't make, like, a silver Rip, but a lot of the silver racers look really good. Like, Nigel Gearsley looks really good. Lewis Hamilton might be the best one. This guy's up there, though. This guy looks really, really good. So, yeah, I'm super happy. So... that is everybody. I'm so happy to finally get these guys out of the package. I've had most of them in the package for over a week. And, yeah, I'm really happy about that. So